Whenever we're trying to get infrastructure into an organization, especially Brownfield, because there's a lot of stuff that has to be redone. You dig up the old foundation, put in a new one. Nobody likes to do that. How do you convince the business side that, hey, it's worth going through this effort to do this foundational work? That's, it can be zero ROI. Anybody asks, hey, what's the ROI on this?
The thing to keep in mind with ROI is return on investment. What is that going to look like in today's dollars? Reason being, ROI doesn't have a timeline. I may double my money, so I have a 200% ROI. It's going to take me 100 years to get there. If I'm going to dump all this money in, why don't I just put it in a deposit account at the bank? I want to leverage that and get it back. The thing about digital transformation and putting in these new technologies is this is a market shift in manufacturing. So there's a book by Clayton Christensen. It's called Innovator's Dilemma. And it talks about, interestingly enough, the hard drive manufacturing industry. The idea is that if you were the incumbent at one of those, the 8-inch hard drive space, you spent more time and energy around maintaining your market share than you did investing in the new. Same type of thing happens when we do these big industrial revolutions. So we always talk about industry 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. When those types of things occur, you see a market shift in who the incumbent is for a lot of the technology that's out there. And what we saw here around Industry 3.0 is those companies that evolved, they stayed in business and they were few and far between. And the ones who didn't, they're gone. Even when I'm talking to large companies, I'll say, oh, we're a big company. That's not going to happen to us. Until I remind them, said, yeah, when I was a kid, we got in our Pontiac. We drove to Kmart. We got our GE light bulbs. We got our Kodak film that we processed on a trip that we took flying TWA on a McDonnell Douglas aircraft. So you're right. You could be too big, but keep in mind, you have some very large companies that are no longer there. So for me, this is just an investment in the future.